Peter Thiel is probably one of the most powerful men in America right now. I think he's actually much more powerful than Elon Musk. Why? Because in 2016, he recognized the potential in Donald Trump and he supported Donald Trump's campaign. He also saw the potential in J.D. Vance and he supported J.D. Vance's venture capital career as well as his Senate race. And then he promoted J.D. Vance as the VP for Donald Trump, okay? And when you read Peter Thiel, even though he's an entrepreneur, he actually reads like a Freemason. It's really, really strange. Okay, so this is from his book, From 0 to 1. Okay? And he's talking about how to build a great company. And what he tells you is this. If you want to build a great company to compete against other companies, you're an idiot. Competition is for losers. Capitalism is for losers. What you want is monopoly. What you want is communism. What you want is to dominate. Okay? And that means you need a secret in order to monetize. Okay, can you read, Alan? Can you read slowly, please?
Yeah. There are two kinds of secrets. Secrets of nature and secrets about people. Natural secrets exist all around us. To find them, one must study some undiscovered aspects of the physical world. Secrets about people are different. There are things that people don't know about themselves or think they hide because they don't want others to know. So when thinking about what kinds of company to build, there are two distinct questions to ask. What secrets is nature not telling you? What secrets are people not telling you? If you find a secret, you'll face a choice. Some are more dangerous than others. As Faust tells Wagner, the few who know what might be learned, foolish enough to put their whole heart on snow, and reveal their feelings to the crowd below, mankind had always crucified and burned. Unless you have perfectly conventional beliefs, it is rarely a good idea to tell everybody everything that you know. So what do you tell? Whoever you need to, and no more. In practice, there always a golden means between telling nobody and telling everybody, and that's a company. The best entrepreneurs know this. Every great business is built around the secret that's hidden from the outside. A great company is a conspiracy of change the world. When you share your secret, the recipient becomes a fellow conspirator.
How do you build a great company? You create a secret society. All right? And what's a secret society? You access the occult. Okay? If you really want to make a lot of money, guys, don't spend your time programming and looking for the best technology. Don't do that. That's a waste of time. Look at the occult. Figure out the secrets of humanity. Figure out the secrets of the occult and build your company around that idea, and you will come to dominate. All right? So he's very clear about this, okay? What he's saying is that if you want to start a company, start a religion first, man. Okay, can you read, Alan?
Yeah. The best startups might be considered slightly less extreme kinds of cults. The biggest difference is that cults tend to be fanatically wrong about something important. People at a successful startup are fanatically right about something those outside it have missed. You're not going to learn those kinds of secrets from consultants, and you don't need to worry if your company doesn't make sense to conventional professionals. Better to be called a cult or even a mafia.
Okay, all right, okay. Does that make sense, okay? He's saying it literally now. Start a religion or start a mafia, it doesn't matter, okay? Now, Peter Thiel is important because he is a mentor to two individuals, Mark Zuckerberg as well as Sam Altman. Remember from last week, we read Karen Howe's book, Empire of AI, where Sam Altman says that the most successful founders do not set out to create companies. They are on a mission to create something closer to a religion. All right? So he's basically using the words of his mentor, Peter Thiel. This is also what Sam Altman said. People talk about how much energy it takes to train an AI model, but it also takes a lot of energy to train a human. It takes like 20 years of life and all the food you eat during that time before you get smart. Okay? So these people literally see no difference between an AI and a human. You're just energy to be exploited. Okay? You're just an energy that I need to turn into a cube in order to create my holy temple of reason. All right? And this is another friend of Peter Thiel's called Alexander Karp, and together they founded a company called Palantir. What is Palantir? Palantir is the ultimate AI surveillance company. Okay? So Oracle creates databases of information. Everything about you is in an Oracle database. Palantir then takes this information and predicts how you will behave. Okay? And this is the Palantir manifesto called the Technological Republic. They're not Freemasons, but they might as well be Freemasons, okay? So this is the manifesto, and it basically says that we need to create a technocracy. That's all it's saying. We're going to create a technocracy, an AI-driven state, and that's a good thing, all right? All right, and I will leave you with this. Peter Thiel, for the past few years, has been giving speeches around the world talking about the Antichrist. Okay, what's the Antichrist? How much does an Antichrist rise to power? By playing on our fears of technology and seducing us into decadence with the Antichrist's slogan, peace and safety. The Antichrist is anyone and everyone who opposes the AI surveillance state. Okay? So you might think, no, wait, isn't it more logically to believe that the AI surveillance state is the Antichrist? No! Peter Thiel said, no, it's the opposite, guys. It's you oppose the AI surveillance state, then you're the Antichrist. And the Antichrist is evil. Therefore, we have to destroy these people. Okay? Whoever prevents us from building the AI surveillance state is pure evil. And once you understand this, then we will achieve our holy empire of reason. Okay? Any questions, guys?
So can we understand the Freemasonry, which is the kingdom of reason, as a kind of brainwash?
Okay. Freemasonry is a group of people who practice certain things. And at the very heart of Freemasonry is an eschatological vision of trying to achieve the end of the world, which is a one world government based in Jerusalem, and where everyone obeys this government. And if you obey, then the world is perfect. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, and so how do you get people to obey? AI, right? You don't want to work out, you don't want to study, you don't want to work and pay taxes? Well, let's have an AI in your head, a particle chip in your head that tells you, no, Vincent, you should pay your taxes. No, Vincent, you shouldn't drive drunk. Okay? And that's the idea. It's about alchemy, human perfection, trying to turn you into an obedient robot that can be programmed. Okay? Does that make sense? But it's a good thing, because once we do that, there'll be peace, there'll be happiness, there'll be safety. It's a good thing. Yeah?
But if that was a good thing, like, what matters about human subjectivity if the AI fully controls you?
Human subjectivity is bad because it leads to sin, it leads to errors, it leads to confusion. You understand? If we all think alike, the world is not perfect. We now achieve a common brotherhood of humanity. We now achieve God. If everyone thinks alike. And that's what AI can do for us. Any more questions? Okay, so Putin is coming to Beijing tonight. So on Thursday, we'll discuss Putin.